There are people who sleep only 4 hours a night, every night, for their entire lives. They wake before dawn, clear and rested, with energy to spare. They are not tired. They are not harming themselves. And for almost everyone else on Earth, trying to live the way they live would be a serious mistake. This is 1 in a billion. Every week, one extraordinary mutation, the science behind it, the people who carry it, and the price that comes with it. Today, the gene that lets a tiny number of people thrive on a fraction of the sleep the rest of us need. DNA says otherwise. We all know the rule. A grown adult needs somewhere around 7 to 8 hours of sleep to stay healthy. Fall short night after night, and the cost arrives without fail. Your focus slips. Your mood sours. Over time, the damage runs deeper than tiredness, reaching into the heart, the mind, and the body's defenses. For the overwhelming majority of people, sleep is not optional, and there is no clever way around it. But there is a rare handful of people for whom the rule was rewritten before birth. They sleep far less than the rest of us, often just 4 to 6 hours, and they suffer none of the harm. They are not running on fumes. They are not quietly damaging themselves and hiding it. By every measure doctors can find, they are healthy, sharp, and fully rested. For a long time, no one could explain how that was possible. It began with the people who simply could not sleep longer, even when they tried. They were not struggling with sleepless nights. They woke naturally, early and refreshed, and felt no need to return to bed. Often it ran in the family, a parent and a child, both early risers, both thriving, both needing far less rest than everyone around them. That family pattern was the first real clue. This was not a habit they had trained. It was something they had inherited. To understand it, you have to understand what sleep is actually for. Sleep is not idle time. While you rest, your brain is hard at work, clearing waste, sorting memories, and repairing the body for the day ahead. Think of it like a cleaning crew that comes in overnight to reset a great building. Most people's crew needs a full 7 or 8 hours to finish the job. Cut their time short, and the work is left half done night after night until the building falls into disrepair. Now imagine a person whose overnight crew simply works faster and finishes everything in 4 hours flat. So before we go further, I want you to take a side, because this is the question scientists themselves had to answer. When you hear about a person who thrives on almost no sleep, do you believe they were born that way, with something truly different written into them? Or do you suspect that anyone could train themselves to do the same, with enough discipline and practice? Choose now, before the answer comes. Write it in the comments. Born different, or simply trained? Hold on to your answer, because it carries a warning most people need to hear. For years, these natural short sleepers were a mystery without a mechanism. You could see that they were healthy on little sleep, but the reason was hidden in the body's own instructions, far beyond the reach of any sleep study. Then science learned to read those instructions directly. Researchers found families of these short sleepers and compared their body's instruction manual against the manuals of ordinary people who need a full night. They went looking for the one line that had been changed. DNA says otherwise. The answer came down to a tiny set of rare genes with names like DEC2. The simplest way to picture it is this. These genes help set the pace and depth of your sleep, how quickly the overnight cleaning crew works, and how much rest your body demands before it is satisfied. In most people, that setting calls for a long, full night. But in these rare individuals, one small change shifts the setting. Their sleep becomes remarkably efficient. The crew does a complete night's work in a fraction of the usual time and the body wakes truly finished, not cut short. One small change in a rare gene and a full night's repair is packed into 4 hours. And here is where almost everyone listening will feel a flicker of envy. Imagine gaining 3 or 4 extra hours every single day, a whole extra lifetime of waking time with no cost at all. If that sounds like the ultimate gift, you understand exactly why scientists were so eager to study it. But this is the most important part of the entire story, so listen closely. This gift cannot be copied. It is not a habit. It is not discipline. It is not a trick you can learn from a video or a book. These people are healthy on little sleep only because their bodies were built that way, down to the instructions in their cells. For everyone else, and that means almost every single person watching, cutting sleep short does not make you one of them. It simply harms you, quietly and steadily, even when you feel fine. The danger of this story is in believing you can join them by willpower. You cannot. Trying is not a shortcut. It is a slow injury. So if you said they were born different, the evidence is firmly on your side. And if you thought anyone could train for it, this is the moment to let that idea go, gently but completely, because the science could not be clearer. The line between them and us was drawn before any of us had a choice in it. Here is why this matters far beyond a few lucky early risers. The moment scientists understood that a single setting controls how much sleep the body truly needs, a much deeper door opened. If we can learn how their sleep does so much repair in so little time, we may finally understand what makes sleep restful in the first place. And that knowledge could one day help the millions who sleep for long hours and still wake exhausted. The people whose overnight crew, for reasons we do not yet grasp, never quite finishes the job. That is the real promise hidden in this rare gift. A few people, born to need almost no sleep, may teach us how to make everyone else's sleep finally count. One small change in human DNA, quietly pointing the way toward better rest for all of us. Earlier, I asked you to choose, born different or simply trained. Look at where you stand now. Did the answer hold? Because the deepest lesson here is that some gifts truly cannot be earned, only inherited. And the wise response is not to chase them, but to respect the limits our own bodies set for very good reasons. So tonight, when you turn out the light, do not envy the few who need less. Give your body the full rest it was built to require. That, for almost all of us, is the real gift. DNA says otherwise. One letter changed everything. Discovery continues. If stories like this one stay with you, subscribe and turn on the bell so the next extraordinary mutation finds its way to you. Real science, real people, no miracle cures. Because the most incredible story ever written is the one inside you.